tech moves at the speed of light, as soon as you've bought the latest gadget to newer versions on the market. So what's a person to do when your iPad 2 is out of date and unfashionable? Seth has some tips.
It's 2013 and a raft of new iPads, including the terrifically attractive iPad mini, have broken onto the scene since you acquired your now functionally antique iPad 2. You're keen to move on and move up, and obviously the logical move is to sell your quaint device to raise the capital for a new one. But a lot of people do tend to die when selling stuff on online classifieds these days, don't they? It would be so much easier to walk into your local Apple retailer, hand in your old iPad and collect a brand spanking new model, minus the value of your old one. The great news is that you actually can do that. The bad news is that Core, the official distributor of Apple products in South Africa, thinks that your old iPad is worth less than a pair of particularly naughty sunglasses. Like these ones. These are quite naughty. In fact, according to an official email by Core, your iPad 1 is worth 999 Rand and your iPad 2 is worth 1,500 Rand. If you're anything like me, you'll believe that they're having a laugh. So much so that you might have changed your mind altogether about selling that old iPad. And here's the good news. That old iPad of yours is just dying to get to work around the house, even if you do replace it as your primary tablet. Why burn your cash monies on a Kindle when you have a perfectly decent but apparently worthless legacy iPad on hand? The iPad's bigger, brighter screen and significantly faster processor make it a viable alternative to the Kindle for keeping a clutter of books on your coffee table. In fact, when it comes to the visuality of a coffee table book, the large old iPad screens wipe the floor with the Kindle. Simply install iBooks, Newsstand, Nook, Flipboard or Kindle app, lock your screen orientation in portrait and actually read The Great Gatsby now that you've let the film ruin it for you. If you've taken the time to load and set up your iPad as a portable entertainment center, you don't have a good excuse for not using it in the car for music or for passengers to enjoy moving picture films on long road trips. And if you have spawned, chances are you'll end up using it to placate your progeny on long road trips. This is a great idea, but fraught with peril. For one, a child's hands carry more bacteria than a Komodo dragon's digestive tract and are capable of smearing Play-Doh into, well, everything. On the other hand, you've already made the mistake of having children, and if they're going to destroy an expensive gadget, and they will, you might as well encourage them to make it this one. You may have forgotten this, but iOS has a native picture frame app that automatically organizes and displays any photos on your device. To get to it, tap the small flower in the lower right corner of the iPad's lock screen to activate the slideshow. Head to the Picture Frame tab on the Settings menu to set the slide duration, transition, and decide which albums to pull images from, while making sure that the folder holding the pictures from the braai with the llama and the bottle opener isn't selected. Slap that little beauty on a nice stand and booyah, digital photo frame. But the old-timer isn't only good for recreation. You've always wanted to use your iPad as a second screen, right? Of course you did. That looks so hardcore, your boss will be intimidated. And you can, using a $10 app called AirPlay, which will extend or mirror your laptop desktop to one or more wirelessly linked iPads. What's more, the app allows you to use the tablet's touchscreen interface in conjunction with your keyboard and mouse. There you go, my sweet loves. Get to work on those projects, but for the love of common sense, don't trade it in for a pittance. It deserves better than that.